8 long hours and many, many snacks later, the pig was finished. How exciting! But at the time of it finishing, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. A wonderful time to eat a Thanksgiving meal, right?
You're spending 5 minutes with the Missionary. This podcast is a window into missionary life. It's fun, it's personal, it's real, and it's always an adventure. It's time to gather at the table with our missionaries around the world. Today we'll hear from Ashley Lehr. As an outreach specialist, Ashley connects, equips, and organizes local and international volunteers for service to Christ both on and off the island of Puerto Rico.
I have served in Puerto Rico for the last 2.5 years, and in that time, many holidays have come and gone, where I was unable to celebrate them with my family. As a single missionary in a foreign place, trying to learn how to best live my life in this new place, holidays on the field are different and sometimes challenging. The missionaries I serve with are my family on the island. We celebrate birthdays and holidays together. And that's my favorite part about having a mission team, is that I have a family here on the island, and that family helps make holidays on the island much more special and memorable. I have celebrated 2 Thanksgiving seasons here in Puerto Rico, and have also celebrated Canadian Thanksgiving one time as well, because a fellow missionary who lives here is from Canada. Canadian Thanksgiving is very similar to Thanksgiving in the U.S., but celebrated in October. Who would pass up a time to eat all the delicious food twice and be together with friends? Definitely not me. Anyways, back to the Caribbean. All my Caribbean Thanksgivings come with wonderful and unforgettable memories. We celebrate Thanksgiving together as a church family, normally on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, because it coincides with our weekly worship and fellowship night. At this celebration, we eat the traditional Puerto Rican holiday meal with roasted pork, rice and beans, and rice pudding. On the actual holiday, all of us missionaries gather together to celebrate Thanksgiving. My first Thanksgiving in Puerto Rico and away from my family for the first time, our mission team had the idea that we were going to roast a whole pig and have a camp out at church. Puerto Rican roast pig, or as it is commonly known, Lechon Asado, is a staple on every menu across the island during the holiday season and is what we wanted to have as our Thanksgiving meal. The pig is roasted on a stick for almost 8 hours and seasoned with herbs and takes a lot of time to maintain and continue cooking. We had this plan that we were going to start the roasting at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for it to be ready in time for a late lunch, early dinner. We contacted a company about getting a pig and renting a roaster. It was all going well. The company seasoned the pig for us and handled all the prep work. They brought a roasting trailer to the church and set it up for us to be able to roast the pig for Thanksgiving. The only setback was they brought over the pig at 5 o'clock in the evening and started the roasting process for us, which was extremely helpful. But remember me mentioning that it takes 8 hours to roast a pig and you must keep it going once it's started? Yeah, so instead of our original plan of waking up in the middle of the night to start roasting the pig, we were up all night doing it. As the night progressed, our group slowly began to dwindle as people went to bed. 8 long hours and many, many snacks later, the pig was finished. How exciting! But at the time of it finishing, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. A wonderful time to eat a Thanksgiving meal, right? Absolutely. Instead of cleaning up and going to bed, we got out the plates, cut up the pig, and enjoyed our Thanksgiving feast in the middle of the night around our campfire. Eventually, we did all go to bed and enjoy the same feast around a kitchen table later that next day. That Thanksgiving did not feel or seem like the Thanksgivings I remember and cherish with my family in Wisconsin, but it was enjoyed with my new missionary family and is just as cherished and joyful as past Thanksgivings. Thanksgiving the next year was set to look a little more like a traditional holiday with turkey, stuffing, and all the yummy fixings that are making my mouth water now as I think about it. Like most holidays, our mission team was planning to enjoy the meal and feast together. I had been living with one of the other missionary families at the time because I broke my leg and needed a little extra help. After having a hard couple months, I was looking forward to the holiday with friends that are now family. Well, a week before Thanksgiving, some members of the family I was staying with got COVID, meaning we were in quarantine and no longer going to be able to join the other missionaries for Thanksgiving. Despite being sick, stuck at home, and disappointed about our chance changing, we made the most of our situation. We ordered food from the grocery store and still made a traditional Thanksgiving meal and celebrated together, even if half of our group couldn't taste the delicious food and we had to sit at different tables. None of my Thanksgivings here in Puerto Rico have been celebrated exactly how I celebrated them in the past. They look different, they feel different, and have new traditions, like getting Cool Whip sprayed right in your mouth or roasting a pig all night. But you know what? That's okay. Holidays on the mission fields are meant to be adapted and changed and celebrated with friends that turn into family. Thanksgiving is celebrated different here, but with the same amount of gratitude and thanksgiving.
Thanks for spending 5 minutes with the missionary. To learn more about Ashley, go to lcms.org/Lehr. You can also sign up for her newsletter using the link in the show notes. Find this podcast on kfuo.org/missionary podcast or anywhere you get your podcasts. Join the LCMS International Mission community on Facebook or Instagram at LCMS International Mission.